about your parenting is like not helping anyone.
No one's
The
arguing about parenting.
But I feel
That's
like
why
you're
my
arguing
grandson said
about
he was
back and
scared.
forth about it's just let's stop this because that's not getting anywhere.
He said he was
Um,
scared in case someone was going to take him away. That's what he was scared of. Because that's what I told him. I said, a lie here. They
Parenting,
pretend that children, but they're
I think what
not.
Justine's trying to say is that she's being accused of lying. People are literally coming in this live and saying, "Oh, Justine's lying that her grandson was speaking to Ashlea on the app," and we're literally in this live trying to expose Ashlea, and we're trying to stop her from being a predator to children. And this woman is crying and giving her story, and people are telling her that she's lying. Like, come on, like what's it's insane.
yeah, I
That's
agree.
sick. People are sick in the head if they think that somebody would lie about something as disgusting as that. Are you for real? If God strikes me down dead now, I'll go straight to hell because you
May
think I'm
be
lying.
on a live right now crying her eyes out. And you know what? I don't want to hear this. Is there proof? Is there proof kind of stuff? Because Justine, I'm sorry, I don't know how old you are, Justine, but I don't want to ask your age, but I'm
I'm
assuming you're not.
53.
Okay, well, there you go. She's not the kind of person that's going to take screenshots and be the kind of person that just, does that kind of stuff. Sorry, I think I'm echoing. I'll just jump out of the box and come back in.
I just wanted to get apps off the phones straight away and just say, look, stranger danger. They pretend they're kids. They'll lie to you. They'll take you away. You'll never see them again if you don't get the apps off your phone. And that's the end of it. And that's what I told the Lillian's mum to do. And that's what I told my other daughter to do.
Yeah,
That's when my
sorry, I
oldest
just
one said,
was
"Nan, I'm
echoing before.
scared." I said, "You haven't got to be scared, darling, because it's gone now. Nobody can contact you. It's gone. You can play on your PlayStation. All the parental locks are on there, everything. It's gone and that's it. Forget about
Yeah,
it,
look,
darling.
Justine,
Nobody's
I
going to
think that
get you."
that's a
But
really
people
good
can
thing that
still
you're
add
actually
them
doing
on their
that.
PlayStation.
What?
Sorry.
People can still add them on the PlayStation.
He's got all the parental locks in the world on there. You can't.
If I
My
drop you
daughter,
down,
my
I'm sorry,
daughter
I'm just
gets
trying to get new people up.
a notification on her phone every time somebody tries to add him or something like that. She's got every parental thing on there, without a doubt. But she tells me she checks everything every night when he's in bed anyway. So does my other daughter. But they thought the
And
same
she
as
had
me,
a
that Roblox was a
young
friendly kids
girl.
app. They didn't realise this went on. I never knew this went on.
Trust me, kids have so many ways. Like every teenage kid I've ever known, like I've got friends who have teenage kids, for example. I've just hung out with them, and I'm like, how do you get on these games on your iPad without your parents? They can get around all those parental devices. They know they're very smart. Trust me, Sabrina. She does
Well,
software
once,
engineering.
my
She
10-year-old
knows, babe.
grandson,
Tell me, you could get into that kind of stuff when you were like 12 years old, right?
Yeah,
when
kids
when
find
me
out
10
ways, which it's
last year, my 10-year-old grandson, right, he spent £192 on my daughter's card on Fortnite, and she couldn't get the money back. And yeah, the notifications were going to her old phone, so she had no idea.
Oh yeah,
So after that happened,
when I used to live with Right Justine, she one time came into the bedroom and she said to her daughter, "You just spent $250, which is Australian dollars. I don't know about in the pounds in the UK, but it's probably about £500." And they spent that on her credit card because her credit card was hooked up to the Roblox thing, and like
that's
these
what
mums
happens with the
didn't even
phone.
know, and they can't get the money back because you've done the
Um,
purchase.
she
So
couldn't get it back.
yeah, and look,
But
these
after that,
kids.
my daughter upped the security on everything on his
Good,
fridge.
good, good. That's all you can do basically is monitor it as much as you can. But what I'm trying to say is I don't ever deny that if you're telling me that your grandson has come and had Ashley, because Ashley's on Roblox all the time. She prowls that game and she purposely looks for children. Why would she use a voice changing app to, and Sabrina can, my girlfriend can attest to this, you've heard of change her voice to a child's voice, hey babe?
yeah, when she makes TikTok content about Roblox, she uses a voice changer to sound like a little kid.
I've got 5 grandsons. It was only the one only the little one, the 6-year-old. None of the others had her on, just him.
May I say something, Jeremy?
Is that yes? Sorry.
Yeah, go.
Sorry, I was on before. I'm just waiting to pick my son up from the train. I just wanted to say kids these days are a lot smarter, like on technology than we are. They are raised on it. We have never had the exposure to technology like kids
I was
have
born in
these days.
1986. I don't know how old you are, Sarah, but I'm
born in 1969. I'm 54 and I struggle to get on email, let's be
you
honest.
sound young. Jesus.
Thanks. No, but I look at the way that kids, I send my phone to my neighbours' kids who are 6 and 8 who can reset my whole phone for me because I can't do it. These 100%. Kids are exposed to technology at a level that we will never understand. Mm-hmm. You know, parents do the best they can. I'm so sorry I just wanted to say, do you understand that every time that people bicker amongst each other, it's feeding her ego?
Oh, definitely.
It is detracting from the awareness of the situation. Justine was on the live last week. Everyone that was there who I would say has common sense or is a decent person recognised that this is a lady who is found out what's happening, trying to do her best to get on top of it. Attacking each other, fighting each other is not helping raise awareness of this situation.
Someone's just asked if Ashlea had...
You're right there. I agree. Look, I'm sorry if I was defensive. It's more because I've been so drained by this whole... Look, I have spoken to Ashlea in private conversations. I have spoken to her family. I have spoken to her... Like, even that girl that joined before, the... what's her name? Toxic or whatever. The girl, Ree, she joined before. I'm in a group chat with her. It's just becoming such a...
it is mentally and physically exhausting.
Draining. And I do
it is
care
making
about,
people
children.
Sick. To the pit of their stomach. That's why.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong, Jeremy. I'm just saying what I can only, everyone's got an opinion. I can only recommend, the way I look at it is 100% raise awareness. If you want to see any of the conversations that she said before, go to the Observer UK on YouTube or the Observer on YouTube. Go back and watch it all. Do not make people go over and over and over the same thing and ask her, now tell us, now tell them, now tell something else, because it really will undermine any further police investigations moving forward. And you will implement yourselves into causing trouble. And I understand that everyone comes with a great passion for it makes everyone sick. The one thing everyone can agree on, it makes people sick to the pit of their stomach.
Are you private? So I'm trying to follow you.
Yeah, I am private because I had people attack me after I went in Angie last week to say people need to stop. Angie shouldn't have run that. It was ill-informed, uneducated.
I did agree with that because I got messages from people saying to me, like, for example, or Angie's just trying to get clout, for example. And I was like, I know Angie for a long time. I've watched her for years, and she does try and jump on the bandwagon, but I don't like people.
By choice would never have joined a live with her other than the fact of the topic that came up and the fact that it was free-falling like this at the moment where it turns into people attacking each other, it turns into people going, you need to prove to me that you're upset, you need to prove to me that it made you sick. Like, while the whole thing went on, it's not helping. Do you know what I mean? It's not helping the situation. And I know I sound like people's mothers screaming at you, but that's not my intention.
And look, that's why I do apologise for coming at Christy and because I always want to make the victims have a voice. When Justine's talking about her grandson, I don't want to silence that conversation because...
If you're holding a platform people are there to say, what can I do? Who can I contact? What can I see? How do I download the posters, which is on onlytonyofficial.uk, and I keep writing it again and again and again. We can do that here in Australia. They've done that on purpose so that downloads can be done worldwide. If people are going to come in and start
on Monday and putting it in my grandson's schools.
Yep, and be careful too. Some schools, there's been people lose their jobs for talking out on social media about it. There's been people.
We're not talking about Angie. We're just saying that she did host a live and she did try and get in on the situation. So if you're going to try and be involved...
And she said someone else talked about it for 5 hours, therefore I've come in uninformed. I have done no research at all. I think everyone deserves the right to have an opinion. And she let Ashley talk for 3 hours before I could get on.
I was in the live
And because
the
she
entire
said,
time.
yeah, I am going to give her 5 more hours if that's what it takes to get the answers. No one is ever getting the answers off her. But the more that people bicker with each other, the more that is also feeding her
I was
ego.
getting messages the entire time. I was in that live with Angie saying, "Stop being live with Angie. Stop giving this Ashley girl.
Yep.
Why is Angie trying to? Why all of a sudden? Because I went on Angie's live the next day, and yeah, I'm going to talk about her. So deal with it. She was talking about complete different subjects. I tried to talk to her. I was like, "Oh, hey, Angie. So." Last night you hosted a whole entire live about Ashley, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I'm just
Yeah, no,
on."
she swaps and changes. She
Yeah,
will
exactly.
jump on any
She'll just jump
bandwagon
on
that
any
raises
bandwagon.
attention.
Exactly.
Yep, and her people on her platform, and I don't care if because I've blocked them all anyway. All they do is fight, bicker, name call without other adults.
Sarah Wrench used to be involved with that whole CLA roots darling and the whole
It's not even that. It's not even that. There's a whole history of people from Australia that don't understand. They literally spend every day attacking everyone on every other platform saying, "Oh, but I've got mental health and we've got disabilities," and so if they say anything crude, disgusting, or attacking anyone else, their bottom answer is, "Oh, I've just got dark sense of humour. Now move on. Now what we're going to talk about today," and they will call people Oedipes or pedlos again and again and again because they don't agree with their opinion. There are people falling left, right and centre dealing with this on a mental health issue. Do you know what I mean? On a mental health level.
I agree. And I've got my own mental health issues and so do people that I know, and they don't use that as an excuse to do what they're doing. So
and I'm one of those people who said I will never come live on TikTok. I would, I like to listen normally to nicer stuff than this, but this keeps coming up on my feed because it's related to, it refers back to Only Tony awareness.
Yeah.
Like those poor people have had their lives threatened. They have had nothing but immense pressure and stress. They've got involved to try and help people from Australia. So yet again, please, if you have, evidence, send it to the Australian Federal Police. Go to your local police station. Ask them. The more and more people
I've
go to
already
your
been to the police,
MPs. Yeah,
and,
I know.
Look, the best way to deal with this is to go to cybercrime, not to the police, because the police don't
Cybercrime, and also put it in letter, put it in writing, and give it to your local MP's office because any correspondence they receive has to be put through and tabled. So there has to be an evidence trail.
Did you notice when I said to Ashley, show your face on live, and she wouldn't show her face?
Yeah, but please don't keep putting her on. I know that everyone wants answers for. Please don't put her on. Every time you put her on.
I agree. But the only way, the police have already said, Sinbar's in the live right now, and she's told me, she's a friend of mine, if Ashley puts her face, the cops have said to her, if Ashley puts her face on the live and speaks about this stuff, that's another charge, basically.
Yeah, but anyone that questions her and then says to her, well, I don't think that you're mentally capable. I don't think every time you give her a suggestion as to what an excuse is as to why she doesn't have to accept responsibility, undermines charges. So I know that you do it going on, but
what she's doing right now, she's trying to manipulate all of us and
absolutely, and she's loving everyone fighting each other. She's thriving on it.
Of course she is. And you're right. I shouldn't be fighting with anyone.
Don't fight with them if it's an awareness thing. I'm so sorry because I'm just watching
with someone across the. I just didn't really like.
No, I didn't think you were fighting. No, Christy was wrong, 100% wrong. You don't question someone else about their trauma. That's it. Bottom line. If you are a decent person, you don't do that. If you get people in who are only here to question other people who have come forward with their story of, listen, I've tried to check, I've done my best, I had no idea, whatever. If it starts to be infighting, just start dropping all the people who are trying to justify, haven't you thought about the way that she thinks or whatever. I'm the one that had the big fight with Miss C last week on Angie's thing. And I kept writing, are you a friend? And then it wasn't until I got off it, I was like, and then one of the girls came on who started this whole thing that said, no, she is her mod. Tony didn't even give her the time of day. If you want to come on and justify that sort of behaviour, drop them out of your life. Stick to awareness, stick to, as I said, giving out Lifeline's number, because there are people like you. I don't know about you. I feel sick to the pit of my stomach with what I hear.
I told that. heard her say to me on a
It's
personal
me. I'm not
the
even lying.
live right now. She said some things to me that were so disgusting. Sorry, Justine, you can talk. I apologise for interrupting you, but I just want to agree with what Sarah just said. Like the stuff that she said to me in a live, my girlfriend's in the live right now, Sabs, and she can contest to this. She said some things to me that I've actually made my skin crawl, and I've gotten so angry that I've had to calm myself down and like breathe, because I've just been like, oh my God, I can't, how can we stop this person? But we can't, because like you said, unless we keep giving her airtime, and she's going to use that against us and say we're trying to manipulate her and try to bully her.
100%. And I'm sorry
like
if I
you said,
come across
yeah.
as irrational.
No,
I don't
you
know how to
don't at
screen
all.
record. I don't know how to
you don't at
screen
all.
record. I've only just learned how to
Oh, I do,
screenshot.
trust me.
Yeah, but not a proud moment. I'm old.
Can
I
I
get
just
that.
answer somebody
But we're
in the
doing
chat,
all the best we
please?
can at the level we are.
Exactly,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
exactly.
And
Children's devices were checked immediately. Somebody called me.
Children's
I said, why
devices
didn't you check the kids' devices? The
Children's devices should be
were
checked every day, every couple of days.
My oldest grandson was getting checked every night anyway. All of them get checked every night anyway now. But they haven't
All
got that
credit to
app on
you
their
for
phone
coming in and
anymore.
saying to add
no,
Pearl in
all
the
credit
box.
for coming in and saying that you've checked them, you've done it, you've seen it. Like, no, a lot of people had no idea. A lot of people had no idea how to do it. A lot of parents don't even know how to put child safeties on different apps.
Oh, sorry, Sarah.
There's a lot of kids.
Everyone's saying to add Pearl in the box. You might have, it was like Pearl,
Yeah.
Pearl. So maybe add Pearl to the box. You might have something.
Add Pearl, she's
Oh,
There we
awesome.
go. Hello, Pearl.
She'll tell you how it is.
Morning, everybody.
Hello, Pearl. How
Morning,
are you?
Pearl.
Pearl.
Good morning. What I think's happening here is everybody's just making more limelight on her, and people's going to follow and see what she's all about. She's a wrong and end of you doing exactly what another certain creator done on here, because they were getting off on it, end of. And all of the chats in here now. I think she's a wrong, and she's absolutely disgusting, just like a few more on here. But I think this is a bad thing, what you're doing. It started off as awareness, and now it's going on to everything else. She's desperate to be in the box. Whatever you do.
Can I ask you a question, Pearl? I do agree with you, but can I ask you a question? What do you think the solution to this situation is then? If you could...
Nobody let her on a platform. Nobody do anything. Report her where you can and what you can, and do not have her on your platform. She's thriving off the attention, and that's what everybody's doing, bringing more awareness, and especially when she's allowed to sit in somebody's box for hours and hours. Now, Tony done a one, and it was a proper awareness on her, right? She didn't get her own road. She went on to another person's
And Pearl, can I say one thing right now? The reason
Yeah.
why I've been speaking to Ashley for a while, and I've said this to my girlfriend. She's down in the box right now. Sabs is my girlfriend. We've spoken to her so many times. And when I joined this, I was sent this live by many people saying, "Jeremy, please join this box." And every time they ask me to join the box, I think, "Oh my God, here we go."
Jeremy, can I tell you something?
I'm so drained. I want to finish. Sorry, I just want to.
Do you know all it is? If anybody's doing anything on her, they're looking for clout, they're looking for attention, and they're looking for followers. They're doing bad things. There's children's lives is affected.
Pearl, I agree with that, but listen,
Yeah.
it makes me so angry because I live in this. I live in the same.
Thing.
Do you know how tempted I've been to? I can't even say it. No, I can't.
Do not go near, do not approach, do not speak to, do not put onto a platform. Do not go near, do not talk to her. Now I am sounding like everyone. Do not speak to her at all.
Am I speaking over you? So I apologise if I'm speaking over you.
Sorry, I'm in an underground car park. The more that every single time you put her on, it is not helping this situation. Not you, anyone else. Doesn't matter who it is. It's been dealt with. It's been discussed. It's just got to the point where it's futile. It's going around. People attacking each other. It's only giving her more power, thinking, well, oh, look what's happening. Everyone's talking about me.
And that's why.
Just stick to awareness.
It needs to stop. Yes, awareness on her. Don't go into the ins and outs telling people what she's on and what she's not.
If people want to know what she's done, look it up on stuff that's already been published. Go on, look on the Observer, go to Only Tony Official, get all the handles, pass them out to your families, your friends, your neighbours, everyone that you can think of, but do not talk to her.
Stop the speaking.
Do not fight each other.
stop having it on your platforms because, again, in my opinion, it's for clout. It's for people to come into your room, and we know a lot of people on here thrive over numbers, over saying how many people have got in the room. This is so wrong on so many levels. We're talking about kids here and doing vile, disgusting things with kids. End of. And it should be stopped right now because you're getting everybody enticed. What's this all about? It's so wrong what's going on this morning.
Anyone that asks, just refer them to the Observer, refer them to onlytonyofficial.uk and just leave it at that. And if you don't let her talk, that she's going to be upset, tough luck. Because it's upset thousands of people around the world. It's about moving forward. Everyone's addressed the issue, acknowledged the issue. We need to, as a team, move forward rather than go back and dwell and try to find... There are trained professionals who will never get the right answers from her. So I don't know why anyone who knows her or doesn't thinks that she's going to have this clarity moment where she's going to spill her guts.
Sorry, just before I go, sorry, Jeremy, can I just say this? Listen, someone, Asterix in the comments has put, the Observer's doing videos on it and so's Tony, only Tony Official. Rather than speak about it, go and repost these videos, add your comments on and go through the proper channels rather than do this so everybody is intrigued at what this piece of rubbish is doing.
I just want to say something. For what I'm doing, all right, and I 100% agree where you're coming from, but I've got a whole different thing from you guys. You have only, you're what, Pearl, you're in the UK, aren't you? The United Kingdom?
Yeah. We've just found out
you can't really do anything about it anyway. You can't go to your police. They can't do
They
anything.
can go to their police if their children have been approached online, if they've got any connections to being talked with on Roblox or any other gaming, they can take that to the police.
Their police can't do anything to Ash over here because she's in another country.
No. From there, they can actually contact the Australian Federal Police. They can contact from the UK. Yep.
What I've done is I've gone to the police station. I'm not going to address the lady's name, but she helps me all the time. She says, and she's real good, to get information. So when I have Ashlea on here, and people let people up, I find it so ridiculous that they ask the same shit over and over again that we don't need to know. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Getting information is like, I went on an app and I saw her talking to kids, or, someone told me, screenshot that, send that in. It's not questioning her. Information is not questioning her.
100%.
That is a redundant issue at the moment, and it really is just dangerous to any further prosecution. Pearl can attest that the person that held that live last week went on the next day.
Go and take your face for a shit, you wizened old hag. Stop coming in here. You're thriving off the gossip in here. Now go away and go and sit yourself in your little chair, Babby. Right, I've said what I've said, and I just think it's a wrong thing that everybody's speaking about it, and definitely 1,000,000% you're wrong. And if you have her on the platform, different for Tony doing awareness, and he had to come in and let everybody ask the questions, but letting us sit on for hours, so wrong. Anyway, I'm going. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Pearl. All right, thanks for having me. I've got to go. I've got to pick my son up. He's walking across the road. Please don't speak to her. Anyone, don't speak to her. If you want to get information, get it if you witness her online with someone else. It's like a fire. If you flame it, like if you give it air, it'll flame up higher. If you just stop talking to her, stop taking away the oxygen, it's not going to give her the sense of satisfaction.
And if you guys see her live on her account, report the live.
Report it. Yep, report it and move on. You can only report lives while they're on, apparently. We're finding out through, unfortunately, the last few days. Report it, move on. Don't sit, don't watch, don't think she's going to say anything different.
Yep, she won't ever will. It's been going on for
she
ages.
never will.
She never changes anything.
No, refer everyone else to onlytonyofficial.uk for printouts on posters. Refer people to watch The Observer.
Just tried to call me.
Yeah, well, don't answer. Seriously, it's just think of it as that satisfaction of every time she wants attention, sucked in, you don't get it. But it needs to be 100% awareness.
She's trying to call me
forward.
on Snapchat, and she's trying to call me on every single.
Ash?
Don't
she's
answer
trying to call
her.
me on. Right now, she's trying to call me on Snapchat. 1 second, wait, 1 second. She's trying to call me.
Don't answer her. Let her sit and sweat on it.
No, I want to answer.
Can you give me her number? I'll need it, Jeremy.
I've got to go. Anyway, good luck. Move forward. Just do awareness.
Should I message it to you?
Yeah, just send me a number. I've got it's for not for TikTok or anything. It's not the docs or anything. It's for something I'm in. Like,
Don't talk to her online. Don't give her that
Yeah,
platform.
she
If you're
keeps
going
trying
to
to
talk to,
she knows I'm trying to we'll talk about it right now.
if you want to talk about her offline, that's up to
So
you.
this
Do
person,
not
Miss
put
Danny,
her
says
online.
Jeremy seems to love the drama. Why do you seem to come at me? Everyone seems to come at me and say I love the drama. I'm the one who has actually been okay. So Bennett, can you attest to this? You heard about me right through other people trying to stop Ashley,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So why are people trying to say that I'm
No.
coming for the drama?
I
It's
think
like
what
I'm
Pearl
trying to
was
stop
saying
NOK.
is no,
it
you've
wasn't
tried
Pearl.
to
No,
raise.
it wasn't Pearl. It was this
No,
person
I'm
here.
saying I agree with Pearl saying it started as awareness. You're trying to
Danny.
raise awareness. You are 100% doing the right thing. Once people start fighting and name calling and questioning each other, that's where it deteriorates. Don't listen. Like you would, some people just believe people like that. You've got to understand it's not only the person that commits the crimes. There are people that will try to justify it. That's what I said to you. If they come at you like that,
I'm
block
not
them in the
spreading
comments.
awareness, Polly Pocket, when I'm actually talking about personal messages that I've had from Ash, where she's admitted what she's done, and I've actually gone to the police station and spoken to the police in person. So, okay, well, what have you done then, Polly Pocket? What have you done apart from sitting this live and watching me and coming at me? And same with you,
Yeah,
Christy.
just-
What have you done? Nothing. You just sit here and simp over me, all of you.
Keep your lives short. Keep them to awareness. Keep them to referring people back to the resources already available.
Yeah.
And then
Your alarm's
move
gone
on.
off.
Sorry, that's my son going, where are you? All right, good luck. I wish you all well.
Yeah. Sarah,
Just
have a
keep
lovely
giving-
night. And,
Thank you for letting me
yeah.
speak. Just don't give her airtime.
I agree.
And think of it as in it's the satisfaction if she does not get a say. And if anything, you know what I mean? If anything else, if it's going to annoy her, then good on it. Let it annoy her, but do not give
Mama M, by the way, are you simping over Ash and wanting to contact her? She contacts me, babe. Just tell Mama Ash how much Ash tries to call me all the
Thanks for
time.
having me.
Bye,
I
Sarah.
wish you all well. Bye-bye.
Sarah.
So, yeah.
So, this woman here on the chat said here, so Jeremy, why are you trying to simp over Ash?
No one's trying to simp over Ash. Ash.
She calls me. She admitted in the live before, and then you heard this, Bennett. Oh yeah, I called Jeremy. Did you? Anyone hear her say that? I called Jeremy. She calls
Yeah,
me.
you did say
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Besides, what would you
exactly.
simp her? She looks like my asshole. She's fucking ugly. No one's gonna try to simp on her. And I know you can back me up
Go
too.
live right now.
She's
Look at my
crooked.
girlfriend. Why would I simp over Ash when my
Exactly.
girlfriend's insanely hot? So
And
try
to back
again.
that up, we've all been teenagers at one point, and we only like attractive people. If you say you don't even lie to yourself because you're just as bad as Ashley at this point. If you're doing it, oh no, I don't mind someone who's fat who is ugly. No, you're going to go for someone who's attractive.
I want to say, Blossom goes, you can block her number. Blossom, I blocked her number, and she comes and she tries to contact me on Snapchat. She tries to contact me on every
She's
single...
done the same to me. I have blocked her on so
She
many
actually
things.
makes
She'll
new
make
numbers,
New accounts.
new accounts, new numbers. She uses her mum's phone, her brother's phone, and tries to call. I get random phone calls at midnight saying, "Hi, it's Ashley." I'm like, "Oh my god, again? Really? You're trying to call me? I've blocked
So,
you
yes.
1,000 times."
We will continue to block her
people
as
are
much
so
as we
uncaught
can.
up. They think
I
that me and
have.
Jeremy
I blocked her
are
on every gems. I blocked her on every single social media platform, and she still continues to make fake accounts and somehow find me. So explain that. Why am you making it like I'm seeking her out? I'm not. She's seeking me out. She's obsessed with me. Obsessed. Because she knows that like I've got shit on her, and she is scared. Basically. She's told me really personal things about like the whole, I can't even explain it on this whole live because I'll get banana, but she's told me Sabrine's being the lies in the phone conversations with her, haven't you, babe?
Yeah, she's
And
shared pretty intense, disgusting things, but yeah, I don't even want to go into it.
Because we'll get banana because we can't even speak about it.